living in a world where duplicating your art is relatively easy, it's easy to take it for granted. And I remember being in elementary school and the church secretary asking me to do a piece of artwork that could be used for the church bulletin, and I was just so excited that I could draw a sketch of an Easter tomb or swan swimming on a lake, and that on Sunday morning I would see my art in the hand of dozens of people carrying their church bulletin and seeing that carbon copy printed. I got to art school, and Art Ravenson in the Pace Up of Mechanics class talked a little bit about artist books, and he had us create a small little project that would be run on a photocopy machine. And I remember using Zipatone and press letters and so on, and drawings, and coming up with a little booklet that could be mass produced. In this case, 1 or 2 copies stapled. It was actually quite invigorating to create my own book. So we take a copy machine for granted, but it felt like a lot of power to be able to create something on your computer and print off copies of it, or to use a copy machine, feeling that sense of power of being able to not just make a one-of-a-kind. Bonnie Stoliker is a artist bookmaker, and she came to my secondary classes and taught artist bookmaking, and she explored the idea of artists not just illustrating for books, but the book itself became an artifact. It became something quite special. Sometimes it would be one-of-a-kind book, sometimes it was a small series of books. This video is basically to introduce you to the idea of artist books. It's a very specific art form where the book becomes the art, and it's sometimes just more the binding and the cover and the artifact itself. Sometimes it includes more of the material. In the 60s, sometimes it was protest material. It can be poetry, it can be any number of things that are actually within the book itself. And the artist's book is the artist taking full ownership over the whole book, rather than just illustrating to accompany a writer or other material. As you're in charge of everything from the binding, the cover, the type of paper, and then the inks, and whether you make it a one-of-a-kind or whether it's a series. So it's quite fascinating. So I'm going to show you here just some samples of student work, and then I even throw in a few odds and ends just to kind of inspire creative thinking from flip books, just to kind of get your mind running. So I think you'll enjoy artist bookmaking.